want to increase the zoom in. I don't know if I could do that over here. I guess I could do it like sort of like simplistically, manually, whatever. See if I do. Hold up. There we go. Does that count? Does that count as zooming in? I don't know. We'll pretend like that's zooming in. How about that? Am I centered? I could do a little bit more. Am I going to be moving? The light, not light. Do a little bit more. There we go. There we go. So I got my hive. Got my peak 2, 5. We're gonna do in a fight. Staring off everybody. Walk up, about to talk shit. Make a little stumble. Like this, right? Wait, hold up. Don't say shit. Walk back over. Back to your group of people. Shake it off. Look down where we just stumbled. Step over it. As I was saying. What the fuck you doing? So, I would do that too. I give a shit. Blitz starts to fly. Might as well have some fun and shit, you know what I mean? You don't know what the fuck's gonna happen anyway. Anyway. Gears of War 5. Anyway. So, I lift the weights and then yeah, my hair is all fucked up, but there's nothing I could do about it. I'm talking about, it's like my beads are not coming in. They're 2 months old. It is what it is. So I'll just lean back like this, and you won't be able to tell too much. All right, just roll with it. Just anyways. So I was lifting weights, and then I stopped for about a month and a half, whatever. And I was like, yeah, I need to do cardio. Everybody's like, you gotta do cardio. I was like, yeah, okay. Got a little lazy. So that month or whatever, right? So I did a little bit of lifting weights. Actually semi pulled a muscle in my arm. I didn't realize until someone brought it up to me, and other people noticed that I did, and I didn't notice. But then I know it because I feel it, and I was just like, then something triggered. I was like, a lot of other people knew that I pulled a muscle in my arm. But yeah, so that then needs to heal up too, whatever, right? And so I went to I was like, all right, first day, getting car weekend or whatever. Let me go to the gym, pumped out some push some iron up or whatever, getting ready to go to the beach and everything, do some cardio. And I was like, I'm good, I'm 100%. Went to go take off on a sprint. Building all that muscle mass and not doing cardio for the last couple years, doing minimal cardio, and then for last couple months not doing cardio and not working out at all on my legs, or just a little bit. We'll say not at all. For all intents and purposes, not at all for about a month. It's just not working out, no cardio, all that muscle mass still right there, then taking off. Boom, just rip the muscle. I should change the title to, instead of rip muscle, toward muscle part way, and cause a blood clot, not inside the blood vessel, but inside, right where it fucking kills off. So they probably have I know they've seen one, maybe have more, maybe it's a big one. I don't know. It's some sort of blood clot that's right in there that just has to diffuse out. It's causing like immense pain if I have it not elevated and shit like that. So those two things. So half tore calf muscle and a blood clot, which they could not tell. They thought it was a stress fracture first time I went in. did an X-ray, and then I finally went to the emergency room. And they're so incompetent over there, those witch doctors, they didn't know. And I'm pretty sure at the CT scan, they probably knew it was a ripped muscle, but they weren't in the military. They're like these half-assed civilian doctors, you know, they're all burnt out or whatever. Dumb as fucking shit. You know, they need to take their medical degree, shove it back up their ass, you know what I'm saying, then shove it down their fucking throat. They're so fucking dumb. So I had, you know, argue with them and shit like that. But the guy, you know, he's local, he's dumb as shit. I told him so, whatever. And I was like, he tried to respond back. I was like, what are you doing talking back to me? You know, you don't respond back to me. I told you what to do. Fucking go do it or whatever. So I made him go get another doctor, whatever. And because he could find that he was incompetent, he didn't know what he was doing. So I went back over to the VA, and thankfully, I mean, if you're dealing with an active duty doctor, that would never happen. But you know what I'm talking about? The active duty ones are out doing real shit, you know what I'm talking about? So you get these half-ass civilian ones that are just there to get paid, you know what I'm talking about? So that's what you get. You get these dumb motherfuckers, you know? So it is what it is. So I went over the VA, and the quality care is a lot better over there, you know what I'm talking about? So it's kind of hit or miss sometimes. You know, you went dealing with you know, military doctors, you know what I'm talking about? Well, you're dealing with the military. You get military, you get good quality because they have the passion, patriotism, and all that good stuff. They do. They go out of their way. They're like, oh, something's here. I got to find out what's wrong with this guy. You know what I'm talking about? That civil mentality. When you deal with civilians, are just here, get a paycheck, whatever. I don't give a fuck. I could technically say I did something, whatever. And they get their little jollies off of being like, okay, you know, whatever. I could, you know what I'm talking about? It's like, I don't even have to look like I did shit. You know what I'm saying? I could just write a bunch of paperwork. There's my time to, and you, the federal government, with more paperwork saying that I did shit when I didn't do shit. That's okay. That's happened when I went to the ER. So I went over to the VA. So I spoke to my primary care provider, Dr. Mengo Bang. You know, she's local. You know what I'm talking about. But this in the VA, different type of criteria that they choose because they actually care. The environment's there that they care about. You know, vets. There's vets that work over there, so they have that whole culture of taking care of people, whatever. And yeah, some, you know, active duty people over there, you know, that we get to go see over in AAA and stuff like that. That linkage or whatever, you know, if we need to be. But so finally, I went over there. And like I don't really normally hustle or whatever and bullshit, you know, whatever, but everything's on lockdown and COVID or whatever, so I just sort of, between aggressive and assertive, that was me for the day. So I just sort of mosey on over there, talk my way through. It's like, you got an appointment? No, I don't got a fucking appointment. It's like, yeah, I got an appointment, don't worry about it. Just, you know, you're supposed to check in and shit. I was like, here, let me go grab a soda real quick. So I went over. It's like, went over and bought a soda, slipped upstairs or whatever. Lo and behold, the nurses were outside the door. I was like, hey, you know, can I speak to Dr. Mengo Bang? And like, she's booked for the next 6 months, and I was able to speak to her for 5 minutes, like a few seconds. She's like, all right, you know. So she ordered, took my word or whatever. Couldn't see it on a bone scan. Couldn't see on a CT scan or whatever, you know, X-ray and shit like that. Because like the only way you could really see it is on ultrasound. You know, you see like your babies and everything, soft tissue and shit like that. So they're like, well, if it's a torn muscle, you know, I'm talking about. I don't know. I just was reading shit. I don't know if it's a torn. I think it's a torn muscle. I think it's a torn ligament. I don't fucking know. I'm not an expert. You know what I'm talking about? But I'm telling him what I read or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? It's like, I'm here to see an expert. I need to see an expert. You're not an expert. I need to see an expert. No offense, whatever. But you're just a general doctor. The E. I need to see an expert. You know. But anyway, so I told her, I was like, look, and she's like, who would know? And then ultrasound process is like, well, the only way to see this is through, you know, with an ultrasound. So the ultrasound, and my primary care is just like, you need ultrasound, you know, however that transpired or whatever. It just made sense, you know. That's how you do that, because they want to know, you know what I'm talking about? They care and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? That's all you got to do. Sometimes in medical profession, that's all you fucking have to know. It's not just knowing something, not just getting a degree. It's just like, hey, I want to find out to the end, the conclusion that obviously there's something wrong. Let's figure out what the fuck it is, you know? And so went to the VA, and my primary care provider was like, yeah, you know, let's do that. Let's get the ultrasound. That was yesterday. And then also, you know, I had different pain medication, whatever, take care of this shit. And I'm very skittish on taking pain medication because I don't want to put anything in my body. Because my body, you know, I'm saying it's just like, I don't want to fuck with it, you know? I don't put chemicals in my body and shit. And when I do, it fucks me all up, you know. I'm talking about. I don't like to be. I just don't like it. I'm not gonna get into it, but you know, but so many vets have problems with, you know, pain medication and everything like that. And the thing is, like, you think you need it, and then it fucks with your brain and tells you that you need it or whatever. So I don't want to have that. So I made sure that there's a cutoff after 30 days of this new medication. So we're like on the same page with that or whatever. But I'm serious, like, I don't want to be, you know, in something where I think I need it and it just fucks with me. So I know, like, it's here. I'm good with the torn muscle. I'm out. So that happened yesterday that I'm going to put on that pain medication, whatever. So I was like, this pain medication ain't doing nothing for me, man. It's just like, I need to see someone who could sew this shit up. And you can't sew it up because it's a muscle. It's like spaghetti. There's nothing to do but wait. But I didn't know that yesterday. So I went in today. The bone ultrasound today, because they made the ultrasound, because it's supposed to be on Tuesday, and I was like, you want to come in Tuesday? I was like, I have no choice. You want to come in Monday? I was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like, then they're like finagling shit. It's like, do you want to come in tomorrow? Like, yeah, tomorrow, whatever. Leg is throbbing and shit like that, you know what I mean? I don't know what the fuck it is at the time, you know, because they're like, get over to radiology. Not, they have X-rays and also ultrasound, you know, in the radiology, whatever, you know. I'm talking. So I'll go over there at 3 o'clock. They're already shut down for the day, you know. So I was so pissed because, you know, it's shameful that, you know, the primary care provider got to be like, instead of going to the pharmacy straight away and get your pain meds, like if they're a vet, you know, vet or whatever. So why don't you go see what the fuck's wrong with you, you know? Like, yeah, that's what I'm going to do, because I can be taking pain medication from here to whatever. If I don't take care of what's wrong with me, pain medication is not going to do anything. So I could deal with the pain. If I know what the fuck's going wrong, you know, I'm talking about, I could find out what's going on. First priority, then the pain medication, you know, I'm talking about. So I went over there at radiology and shut down. But anyway, so 10:45 or 10:30 the next day. So that was today. So I showed up in there, and I'll make it real short. Ultrasound, they found out what the fuck it was. You know, I was like, oh man, I hope these people don't think I'm lying. You know what I'm talking about? It's just like, because it's all cultural. Like, these people are lying. These people are lying. You're outside my culture. So these people are lying. He's Latino. He's dark. So he's lying. You know what I'm talking about? And that's just the whole tone of things. You know what I'm talking about? So it's all in like civil rights and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's not illegal or whatever, but it's that gray area, how you treat people. You don't want to follow through and find out what's wrong with you, whatever, trying to bullshit where you legally won't get in trouble. All right, I won't do administer aid or whatever. I won't get trouble, sitting back or whatever, you know what I'm talking about. And you know damn well, you know what I'm saying, they're just full of shit. You know what I'm talking about? It's just like you're a piece of shit person, you know what I'm talking about, and you can't do your fucking job because based on my skin color, and you're mad because I'm smarter than you, whatever. And here I am, you know what I'm talking about. And you can see how bad they are. It's like, why do you get crutches? Motherfucker, why do you think I got crutches? You know what I'm talking about? Because I can't. That's why I got it. That's the only things need to come out of your fucking mouth. And then they realize they can't speak to me. I'm arguing with them, so they're talking across the fucking room about me because they talk in the vicinity of me. I'm opening up that door and I said, you need to shut your fucking mouth about me. I hear you talking, shut your fucking mouth or whatever. I don't care who you are. You think you're in a military facility or whatever, but you're not in the military. Don't fucking talk to me like you got authority when you don't. You know what the fuck you're talking about, so shut your fucking mouth, you know? So now they're relegated to talking just out of earshot and be like, whoa, he got these crutches, he got this. Motherfucker, you could have... I'm not going to wait until something, you know, after the fact. I'm going to make sure I'm prepared before it is, you know what I'm talking about? It's like, why am I going to wait? You know, it's like, are you that dumb that I'm going to wait till Your dumbass who doesn't even know what the fuck is wrong with me, who can't discern what's wrong with me, who got a fucking degree. No, I'm gonna make sure that I get the things already ready to go, that things that can do no harm, you know, something that I have. You when you have the luxury of being able to have the best medical and earn the best medical in this nation, in the United States, then come speak to me. Instead of you have to pretend like you're like at the level of military or whatever, working for the military or whatever, you know what I'm talking about? And all you got to do is follow through. When someone walks through that door, all you got to do is be like, I'm going to find out what's wrong with this guy. You know what I'm talking about? And you should know better. You know what I'm talking about? You're already writing down paperwork on me. You know something's about me, whatever. So you're out there, here's your time to write some bullshit and you can make the fucking federal government more paperwork on me. Why don't you do your fucking job? Because I can tell you what, if you want to garnish any kind of clout or further your career off of seeing me, well, why don't you fucking do your job where you could always go back? Because the truth is like something you could always go back to. You know what I'm talking about? Be like, look, I did the best work I could do. And now I can stand behind it to the day I fucking die. But now, with your half-assed, you know, incompetent shit, you gotta fucking make that shit float. For the rest of your life, you gotta make the bullshit you try to pull float or whatever. Good luck with that. The only people you're gonna probably make that flow with is, you know, other people in your little group. Because outside that group, it's gonna collapse. Your little house of cards is gonna collapse or whatever. So good luck. Good fucking, bad fucking job with that shit. You know what I'm talking about? But anyway, so I'm in ultrasound. And lo and behold, they found the muscle tear. Good people, good environment, because they have a different mentality. You know what I'm talking about? There's like, I'm going to administer care. I know how to go about it. You know, it's just like, they take you for your word, you know what I'm talking about? Because nonstop, you got veterans in there always pounding the pavement, always pounding the desk, like, take care of what the fuck, whatever. I try. If people are good to me, I'm going to be good back or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? It's just like, don't get me wrong, you want to be that quote unquote imbecile, be nice to everybody, you know what I'm talking about? But if you know those people are going to reciprocate, you focus your goodwill on them because they're going to have the goodwill back. You don't want to shoot yourself in the foot, so to speak, and give goodwill to these fucking morons that can't do their fucking job or whatever. Fuck them. That's why I was talking shit. And they deserve more than that. You know what I'm talking about? They deserve to be fucking slapped upside the fucking head. And I take... No, I'm not going to do that. They need to like sign off on something or whatever where I can legally do something and not get in trouble for it. Fuck them. You know what I'm talking about? But these other good people, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, they know what to do. They know how to take care of vets or whatever. And lo and behold, you know, they found out what it is, you know, and they're pushed up against the clock. They have other people waiting to get the ultrasound, you know, for whatever reason, you know, I'm talking about. But I'm glad. I try to be polite, even though, like, does this hurt? Oh, yeah, it hurts, you know, I'm talking about. And so, but I don't want to like interrupt them, you know what I'm talking about. So they're going through it and they found the blood clot. They're like, and the torn muscle, half torn muscle. And me, it's like when they found blood clot, they're like, okay, it's not vascular. I was like, okay, good. I didn't know what that meant, but I asked, I had it, you know, because I know like you have blood clot, it could travel to your brain and they kill you. But like, yeah, you don't have any of the vascular blood clots. They said it's outside the vein, inside the muscle. And I specifically asked, so it can't travel to my brain. Like, I don't know. Like, it's just going to diffuse when it diffuses or whatever. And so my guess, this is my opinion, it's in some place where it just fucking makes my muscle kill like a motherfucker, you know, talking about. And my muscles tore or whatever. I don't know. It's some combination. So this time, or whatever, and it'll heal. But I'll get back to 100%. And the strange part about it is, it's like, I know I tell people about it. It's I have more muscle mass than I was growing up in Seaside, in Jersey. And they know I was 130 pounds. I have a lot more muscle mass now than then. And I'm trying to be as transparent as possible. Even though I hit my pain back then, I've been dealing with it my whole life, you know what I'm talking about? So I really am a lot better now than I was, you know what I'm talking about? And once I get healed, I'll be able to hustle, you know what I'm talking about? So let this heal, get back to where it was, I have more muscle mass. I'll be able to be more active, whatever. Because, you know, with hustle, you gotta move. Meet and greet. Over here, you know what I'm saying? So I'm good, you know what I'm saying? It's just, temporary thing. Or it's like a bitch. But there's really not much I could do about that. Wait, you know, I'm talking about. So, yeah. But I got everything I need. I got cool compresses, warm compresses. I made my own little splint or whatever, you know what I'm talking about. So, I got the best money could buy. So, I'm good. Just gotta wait, you know, wait it out, wait till it heals because the torn muscles aren't gonna heal on its own. And so I'm fine. Thank God, you know, it's COVID and I'm all right, you know, I'll talk about. So it's a hard lesson to learn, but it is what it is. But yeah, they were all on lockdown when I went to the VA, like they gotta screen you or whatever, you know, I'm talking about, but I'm all right, you know what I mean? But if it's for a good cause, it's for a good cause, you know, so I think that's what it is. I think like you just learn in life, you know, it's not just about knowing stuff, getting a degree. It's about, you know, where your heart's at and following through, you know, those other things in life, you know what I'm talking about? It's like, so you know something, so you could problem solve, so you could synthesize data and come up with these conclusions or whatever, you know what I'm talking about? But then you got to apply it and follow through with it and have, you know, a heart about it, you know what I'm talking about? It's like that totality or whatever. And that's what people you want to deal with, man. It's just like, but when you're dealing with bureaucracy, you know, you got all these different types of people in there. They all bet on you, like you won't say nothing because this bureaucracy is stronger than the other, you know. I was like, no, man, it's like you need to fucking do your goddamn job. And you know what I'm talking about? That's what it is. I think when I make a lot of money, it's gonna be my hardest aspect is have people do their job. You know what I'm talking about? It's just like I can make it, I can make a lot of money, but it's finding people that will, you know what I'm saying, will do what they're supposed to be doing. And that's gonna be like the crux of everything, you know what I mean? It's just like it's not them capable of doing it. I need them to be doing it for me. You know what I'm talking about? And as long as they do, I'll be all right. You know, because even with just a little bit of it, I'm good. I know I could push it past that threshold or whatever. So it's just like you think about real estate. Well, people do business, you know what I'm saying? Why? I'll be able to make a lot of money. But the thing is like, well, people do business with me or whatever. But it's not, I'm not even worried about that. Because I could fund my own real estate now. I could buy my own properties and purchase it. You know what I'm talking about? It's just like, I'm okay. I could fund myself. I was always worried about like how much money do I need to make to invest, whatever. Now it's just more of a procedural thing. And it's just, I don't know, like a lot of it to take off my shoulders. But just doing this, I just sort of realized that I need to find certain people. You know what I mean? It's not the amount of people, it's the quality of people. When I grew up in Seaside, New Jersey, I don't know, how can I put this very politely? I'll put it very succinctly. Having a dozen really loyal people is very corruptive and is very powerful, but it corrupts you and it leads to incarceration. But what is more powerful and just as powerful is having 1,000 people who give you goodwill, that respect you, that you do the right thing the right way. Just as powerful, if not more powerful. So you shouldn't focus on having people or trying to manipulate people to do your every little will. You don't need that. You just need to keep going forward, doing the right thing, finding those good people. And what I was just talking about, because that cumulative, talented, altruistic, brilliant people that are successful, that know you more or less personally, one-on-one, is more powerful than having people willing to basically give your life for you, you know what I mean? Because that could turn on a dime, you know what I mean? Because you think, but it's very corrupted because you think, you get this, I'm not going to get into it, whatever, but it's just, you need people, goodwill and doing the right thing. I mean, it could, you know, it's very powerful, you know, that's all I'm saying. And that's why I'm really kind of frustrated at a lot of things. You know, people, this whole gaslight or whatever, you know what I'm talking about? And I could work through that. I'm not worried about it because at the end of the day, it's not like people could change that I'm native or this, that, and the other. You know what I'm talking about? It's just like I'll be able to get the best healthcare. You could say I don't. There's the best healthcare, but I'll get it. I could push. You know what I'm talking about? And I'll find the good people within the system. You know what I'm talking about? That's all it is. And they exist, and there's a lot of them. You know what I'm talking about? And they outnumber all the fucked up people. You know what I mean? So I'm not worried about it. Anyways, but long story short, before I rambled on, I went off my tangent. I have a ripped calf muscle and blood clot, and it does take time to heal, and I have to elevate it. And not a big deal. It really isn't. You know what I mean? If people want to put it this aspect or whatever, boom. You gotta put your blinders in, focus. You know what I'm talking about? That's all you gotta do sometimes. You know what I'm talking about? And when it comes in front of you, you deal with it and you shove it away. You know what I'm talking about? All this is always gonna happen. You know what I mean? But once it's in front of you, deal with it. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm talking about? Or else, you know, you don't want to have your time wasted and shit like that. So, anyways, I'm out. I'm fine. I'm good. And that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a big deal. You know what I mean? But I can see myself getting, you know, it's a little bit frustrating, but it is what it is. Not gonna get into it. You know what I mean? Bigger and better things to come. So, all right. Well, peace.